Hey, don't I look pretty? Pretty with my yellow teeth? Don't use that whitening stuff because it's going to make your gums burn. Today we're going to talk about trauma, the joy of being the family reject. Trauma Release by Ashley Lenartson. Quantum Alchemy Activation. Here are some simple ways to release trauma energy from the body. 1. Breathing exercises. Practice deep or box breathing to activate relaxation and calm the nervous system. 2. Grounding. Walk barefoot on natural surfaces or use the 5-4-3-2-1 technique to reconnect with the present. 3. Movement and dance. Shake your body gently or engage in free-form dance to release tension. 4. Self-massage. Massage areas of tension or try myofascial release to ease tight muscles. You know when you're feeling stressed out, when you rub your hands together, that helps to move energy. Doing this is like forming a ball of invisible energy. 5. EFT tapping. Tap on specific meridian points while focusing on trauma to release blocked energy. You might have an old energy block in your hands from an accident you had because you didn't think things through. I've seen people do this stuff. Tapping your hands. Tapping your chest. When you do this, you're releasing energy. If you keep doing it for about a minute, you're going to feel energy being released from your chest area. 6. Progressive muscle relaxation. Tense and relax muscle groups to release physical tension. 7. Journaling. Write freely to express and release pent-up emotions. Example, The Work with Byron Katie. It's a 4 to 6 step process. You ask yourself a question, you answer it dishonestly, then you find 3 reasons that you can answer that question honestly. Those are your answers. But in order for this technique to work, you have to let go. You have to let go, because if you don't let it go, it's still going to be there. 8. Sound healing. Listen to calming music or sound frequencies to shift energy. This stuff really works, but it's very dense. They're called solfeggios or ambient music. Best of ambient music through YouTube or whatever channel you listen to. 9. Meditation. Use mindfulness or visualization to release stored emotions. 10. Hot-cold therapy. Alternate between hot and cold treatments to reset the nervous system. This stuff really works. So that's 10 things that you can do to release trauma. That's the best I can do for now. Have a beautiful day. When things don't go your way, guess what you got to do? You've got to focus on something that's going to get you through. Focusing on the negative is only going to make things worse. We are all our own guru. Buddha says the problem is that you think you have time. Buddha is right up there with Hare Krishna, Jesus, Mary Magdalene is the complement of Jesus. These are just things that I know. So blessings, attitude of gratitude I learned from Oprah Winfrey. What else? Laugh about anything and everything, the sacred and the profane. Don't be afraid to laugh about something tragic that happened or that you had to attend when you were a child. You went, didn't you? You went to your uncle's funeral after you bought that Pink Floyd record at Radio Shack in Fort Kent, Maine. Yes, that's what I did. And my mother said, don't buy any more albums, but I still did it because music is my salvation. So thanks for listening to me today. Have a blessed day. When you're depressed, get out of bed. Go for a walk. Walk around in the nude late at night, but don't get caught. You don't want to go to jail. Go swimming. Take a really, really, really cold bath. Take some honey when you wake up in the morning. Honey is probiotic. So if you have a cold, guess what you got to take for 2 weeks? 2 teaspoons of honey per day. The cold or the flu will just magically vanish. What else? Be spiritual. Don't be aggressive with people. You don't get anywhere. If someone's acting aggressive with you, back off. Look into your shame and walk away. You don't need their drama. All they want to do is set people off because they haven't healed their generational trauma. Trauma. Don't let people traumatize you. Don't go around traumatizing other people. All right. Blessings. Go now. Laugh your butt off. Just do it. You'll feel better. Do something that you've been afraid to do your whole life.